It's Week 17 of the 2031 season, and we'll see the Colts' speedy running back. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Colts and the Falcons, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis, we are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man from Georgia.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Oh, ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way to win.
Yeah, they still got the win last week. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and it's second down. Back to throw. And this one too low.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
The Falcons send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Being chased out left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Richardson working from the gun. This pass left side to Downs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago, 7 catches, 74 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No. And the pressure gets to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, Their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line.
The Falcons offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their second possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
On first down, it's Benson. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. You look at this Colt defense.
They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. For the moment, they're on top of their division, projected to host a wild card game in the first weekend, but nothing is set in stone. There's a lot of shuffling that can still go on here. They haven't even clinched a playoff berth.
A lot goes into that one word you use, doesn't it? But you're exactly right, because nothing's clinched. So that means another win is necessary, being able to play to the best of their abilities, because they can go from where they are right now to right out of the playoff race. If things go in the wrong direction for them, they've got to take care of business.
And he fends him off. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Open man is Downs. He's got it.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Richardson looking to throw this. That complete to Downs.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes.
Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Out to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 2nd and long. And that is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in the...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And he's able to get it out of there. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Two yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
The Colts at 9-6 now. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll go down at the 28. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards in a 1st.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Richardson.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
They'll start on the ground with Benson.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
A give up the middle with Benson.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
7 yards there and a first down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They run over center with Benson.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
You look at this Colt defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. A run up the middle, Adams. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A give. Here comes Benson.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
They're going to look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
Ooh, with a juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 58 yards.
And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 14-0.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Richardson looking to throw.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now listen, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He'll look to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
They'll drop to throw. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Now a toss left side for Benson.
He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Watching that play unfold, watching him complete it, brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this 1st half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The Colts offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Now, this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this 1st half that's really giving him fits.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His 1st catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now it's Richardson. That's another one complete to Mitchell.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Connecting over the middle with Downs.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Richardson off the play fake.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Now Richardson. Now this taken in by Downs.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Looking to throw. Richardson steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And his kick is indeed good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
2nd and 3.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
To the sideline and incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy that's first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Titans out in front in that one. 2 touchdowns there for Bijan Robinson. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. The Panthers continue to show they're a strong contender for a Super Bowl title as they move to 13-3 with one game to go. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And that game's gone to the half, all even at 10-10. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. The Colts send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fielded at the 33. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
And it will be Falcon football. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And the numbers will show he's been one of the most productive QBs in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yardage. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On first down, this is Adams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Right back to him on first down. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
He finds his man, complete. That's Fletcher. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Richardson looking to throw this. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
He finds his man, complete. It's Fletcher. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be fourth down. And that is no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle they go with Adams to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, they're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. 27 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
52 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's good for the Colts. First down.
Richardson.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. quick throw completed by Richardson.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Again, it's Richardson. That complete to Downs.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Mitchell. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Play action. Now Richardson.
They'll roll him out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Richardson to throw off play action.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Running out of the gun here with Benson.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete here.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Now Richardson back to throw it.
And it's complete to Mitchell. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Benson.
And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, right back to Benson.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll go again with Benson. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A handoff here to Benson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 36.
61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Duncan. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They're going to look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Richardson looking to throw.
Over the middle, complete. It's Mitchell. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Now Richardson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Here's Richardson to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now it's Richardson.
He finds his man complete. That's Fletcher. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Richardson. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's good for another Colts.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 12-yard line.
On the option left, Richardson. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off
Still
the 5,
down.
and keep it moving.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Back to throw. Richardson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Richardson out of the shotgun.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
This will be caught at about the 6.
And he is going to be out of bounds here, short of the line to gain, so that will be a turnover on downs. Boy, so you make the stop on 4th and goal. You got the turnover on downs and then hold everything, roughing the passer there, and it wipes it all away.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And it's caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Richardson, flush to his right. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Anthony Richardson
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. It's a give to Adams out of the shotgun.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
And they take a knee. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they will take a knee here. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really started to come in sync. So for Atlanta,
the victory gets them back to 500, 8-8 on the year.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.